Have you ever caught your reflection in the mirror and thought, where did that spark go? Maybe your hair doesn't seem to frame your face the way it used to, or perhaps it feels like the person staring back at you doesn't fully reflect the vibrant woman you still are inside. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Our hair changes with time. It loses volume, texture, sometimes even its natural shine. But here's the beautiful truth. With the right haircut, you don't just look fresher. You feel more like yourself again. Today, I want to share with you 5 haircuts that can reignite that inner glow. Styles that are designed not to chase youth, but to celebrate who you are now. This isn't about hiding your age or fitting into anyone else's idea of beauty. It's about embracing a look that lifts you up, highlights your natural features, and reminds you every day that you're still growing, evolving, and yes, shining. And trust me, by the time we get to the 3rd style, you'll see why so many women are calling it their secret weapon for feeling 10 years younger without even trying. So stay with me, because this is about more than hair. It's about reclaiming your reflection. Before we dive into the haircuts, let's talk for a moment about why your hairstyle matters even more as you move into this incredible chapter of life. Hair isn't just about style. It's deeply personal. It's part of how you express yourself without saying a word. And when it stops feeling right, it can quietly chip away at your confidence. The truth is, as we age, it's completely normal for our hair to thin, to lose some of its bounce, to change in texture. But here's what so many women forget. You don't have to settle for a style that makes you feel less than your best. You don't have to chop it all off just because someone said you're too old for long hair. You don't have to stick to the same cut you've had for the past 20 years just because it's comfortable. The right haircut can frame your face in all the right ways. It can lift your features, draw attention to your eyes, soften your jawline, and even make your skin look brighter. More importantly, it can shift the way you feel when you walk out the door every morning, with your head held just a little higher and a smile that says, "This is me, and I love who I am becoming." So if you're ready for a change that's less about covering up and more about stepping fully into your beauty, you're in the right place. Let's find a style that doesn't just fit where you've been, but celebrates exactly where you are right now. 1. Long layers with curtain bangs. Feminine, soft, and full of life. Let's start with one of the most timeless and flattering choices for women over 50. Long layers with curtain bangs. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Long hair after 50? Absolutely. There's this outdated idea that once you hit a certain age, you have to go short. But the truth is, it's not about how long your hair is. It's about how alive, soft, and effortless it looks. And that's exactly what long layers with curtain bangs deliver. Here's why this style works so beautifully. First, the long layers add movement and shape without sacrificing the length you love. As we age, hair can start to feel heavy or fall flat against the face, which can unintentionally drag our features down. Strategic layers lighten that weight. They give your hair a subtle bounce, making it look fuller, healthier, and far more youthful. It's that kind of natural, airy volume that instantly refreshes your whole look. Second, curtain bangs, and I have to say, they might be one of the best-kept secrets in modern hairstyling, are pure magic. Unlike heavy, blunt bangs that can feel harsh or require endless maintenance, curtain bangs are soft, sweeping, and incredibly forgiving. They frame your face gently, drawing attention to your eyes and cheekbones while also helping to soften the forehead. And the best part? They're easy to grow out if you change your mind. No awkward stages, no regret. This style is especially perfect if you have medium to thick hair and you want to keep the feeling of fullness without looking weighed down. But even if your hair is finer, a skilled stylist can add longer, blended layers that create the illusion of volume without making your ends look stringy. It's all about balance, removing just enough weight to add life, but keeping enough structure to maintain body. Another reason women love this look, it's incredibly versatile. You can wear it straight and polished or loose and tousled for that effortless, lived-in vibe that always feels fresh and current. Plus, if you're embracing your natural gray or adding some soft highlights, those layers will catch the light beautifully, giving your hair even more dimension and movement. Long layers with curtain bangs don't just update your hairstyle, they update your energy. They say, I know who I am, I love where I've been, and I'm excited about where I'm going. And really, isn't that exactly the feeling we all want to carry with us every day? 2. Soft layered bob. Timeless, fresh, and effortlessly chic. If you're looking for a haircut that strikes the perfect balance between classic and modern, the soft layered bob might just be your match. This style has stood the test of time for a reason. It's incredibly flattering, easy to maintain, and when done right, it can take years off your appearance without making you feel like you're trying too hard. The magic of a soft layered bob lies in the movement it creates. Instead of a heavy, blunt cut that can drag the face downward, soft layers introduce a lightness and bounce that brings life back to your hair. As we age, losing a bit of natural volume is normal, but a well-layered bob gives the illusion of fullness and vitality. It helps lift your features, subtly frames the cheekbones, and adds a youthful softness to your overall look. Another reason this cut is so beloved is its incredible versatility. You can wear it sleek and straight for a polished, sophisticated vibe, or tousle it slightly for a more relaxed, modern feel. Either way, it looks intentional, fresh, and confident, the kind of style that says you know exactly who you are. Soft layered bobs also work beautifully with a variety of hair textures. If you have fine hair, lighter layers add dimension without making your ends look thin or wispy. If your hair is thicker, the layers help remove bulk while maintaining a beautiful shape. Plus, adding a few soft highlights around the face can further enhance the layered effect, giving your skin a healthy glow and making your eyes pop. Styling this look is simple and low stress. A bit of volumizing mousse at the roots and a quick blow dry with a round brush is often all you need to bring out the fullness and movement. You can even let it air dry naturally for a more relaxed, effortless finish. What I love most about the soft layered bob is that it's ageless. It doesn't fight who you are, it complements you. It's fresh without being trendy, elegant without being stiff, and easy without ever feeling lazy. And best of all, it reminds you every day that sophistication and fun can absolutely go hand in hand at any age. 3. Shoulder-length shag. Playful, modern, and full of energy. If you're craving a hairstyle that feels lighthearted, youthful, and a little bit edgy without being overwhelming, the shoulder-length shag might be exactly what you've been looking for. This isn't the heavy, overly feathered shag of the 70s. Today's modern shag is softer, more flattering, and incredibly easy to wear, especially for women over 50 who want their hair to match their vibrant spirit. What makes the shoulder-length shag so special is its ability to bring instant movement and texture back to your hair. As we age, our hair often becomes finer and more resistant to volume. The shag fights back in the best way possible, with strategic layers that create natural lift and separation. Instead of lying flat against your head, your hair gains a breezy, lively look that moves with you, making your whole face appear brighter and more dynamic. Even better, the shag is forgiving. It doesn't require perfect styling or constant touch-ups. In fact, the less done it looks, the better. This cut embraces natural texture, whether your hair is straight, wavy, or slightly curly. You can simply wash it, add a little texturizing spray, scrunch with your fingers, and go. It's perfect for women who want to look polished without spending hours in front of the mirror every morning. Another beautiful thing about the shoulder-length shag is how it frames the face. Light, face-framing layers help lift the cheekbones and slim the jawline, subtly softening any signs of aging without pulling attention away from your features. Adding wispy bangs or soft curtain bangs can take this look even further, gently highlighting the eyes while minimizing forehead lines. This cut is especially powerful if you're embracing your natural gray. The texture catches the light in a way that gives dimension and vitality to silver strands, making them shimmer rather than look dull. And if you color your hair, the layered structure helps show off highlights and lowlights beautifully, adding depth and movement. Above all, the shoulder-length shag is a celebration of freedom. Freedom from rigid beauty standards, from high-maintenance routines, and from feeling boxed into age-appropriate styles. It says, I'm here, I'm vibrant, and I'm not apologizing for it. 4. Chin-length blunt cut with soft layers. Clean, sophisticated, and naturally lifting. If you're looking for a haircut that instantly polishes your look without feeling fussy or overdone, the chin-length blunt cut with soft layers might be exactly what you need. It's one of those timeless styles that quietly commands attention, not because it's flashy, but because it's so perfectly tailored to highlight your best features. What makes this style so powerful is how it uses structure to your advantage. As we age, it's completely natural for the jawline and cheeks to soften, but with a blunt cut that hits right at the chin or just below, you create a beautiful frame that visually sharpens and lifts the face. It's a subtle, almost magical effect, like a built-in contour that gives definition and youthfulness without a drop of makeup. At the same time, the addition of soft internal layers ensures the cut doesn't come off harsh or boxy. These barely there layers add just enough movement and airiness to keep the hair light, touchable, and modern. You still get that clean, crisp line that makes the style feel polished, but without the weight or stiffness that could age your overall look. Another hidden strength of this haircut? It's amazing for making finer or thinning hair appear fuller. As the hair is cut blunt across the ends, it immediately looks denser and healthier. No more wispy, fragile-looking strands. Instead, you get strong, solid edges that make even delicate hair look vibrant and alive. Styling this cut couldn't be easier. A quick blow-dry with a round brush to curve the ends softly inward is usually all it takes. If you prefer a relaxed, everyday feel, you can add a slight wave with a curling wand, or simply let your natural texture shine through. It's the kind of style that doesn't demand hours of effort. It naturally falls into place, looking chic whether you're dressed up or keeping it casual. What I love most about the chin-length blunt cut with soft layers is the quiet confidence it gives. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't chase trends. It simply highlights who you are, strong, beautiful, and completely at ease in your own skin. This is a haircut that says, I know who I am, I know what suits me, and I'm not afraid to show it. Beyond the obvious beauty benefits, there's something deeper about choosing a chin-length blunt cut at this stage of life. It's a reflection of self-trust. You're no longer chasing trends just to fit in. You're no longer cutting or coloring your hair to meet someone else's expectations. Instead, you're making choices that align with how you feel on the inside. Strong, graceful, and unapologetically yourself. A chin-length cut shows the world that you embrace where you are in your journey. It's simple, but it's bold in its simplicity. It doesn't try to hide anything. Instead, it frames your face proudly, highlighting the life, the laughter, the experiences that make you unique. And while it's polished and sophisticated, it's never rigid. There's still softness. There's still movement. There's still room for play. Whether that's tucking one side behind your ear to show off a pair of earrings you love, letting your natural waves peek through, or adding a few sun-kissed highlights to brighten up your look. The best part? A chin-length blunt cut with soft layers isn't just about looking fresh today. It's a style that grows beautifully with you. As your hair changes, as your spirit evolves, this cut remains versatile enough to adapt, just like you have, time and time again. So if you're looking for a change that feels powerful but never overwhelming, elegant but never uptight, this might just be the cut that reminds you every day you are strong, you are radiant, and you are just getting started. 5. Side-banged pixie, bold, elegant, and full of life. If you've ever wondered whether you could pull off short hair, let me tell you, you absolutely can. And not just that, the right shortcut can unlock a whole new version of yourself, one that feels fearless, vibrant, and completely in control. The side-banged pixie is one of those rare styles that doesn't just change how you look, it changes how you feel. The beauty of a pixie with side-swept bangs lies in the way it transforms your entire face. By cutting away heavy lengths, you instantly bring focus to your eyes, your cheekbones, and that beautiful, confident smile. A good pixie lifts the face naturally, giving a visual, tightening effect that can make you look fresher and more energized without a single needle or surgical touch. And those side-swept bangs, they're the secret ingredient that keeps the look soft, feminine, and timeless. They skim gently across the forehead, drawing the eye upward and framing your face with effortless grace. Now, if you're worried about thinning hair, a pixie might actually be your greatest ally. Instead of fighting with limp, lifeless lengths, the layered structure of a pixie uses what you have to create fullness right where you need it most, at the crown and around the temples. Textured layers give the illusion of body and volume, and because there's less weight dragging everything down, even fine hair can suddenly seem thicker, stronger, and more vibrant. Styling a side-banged pixie is refreshingly simple, yet endlessly chic. A touch of volumizing mousse at the roots, a little tousling with your fingers, maybe a mist of texturizing spray, and you're done. No more spending half an hour under a blow dryer or wrestling with curling irons. The pixie celebrates natural texture, natural movement, and natural beauty. But beyond the styling ease and the physical lift, there's something else that makes this haircut so special. Choosing a pixie is about stepping into your power. It's about shedding old expectations, the ones that say women over 50 should fade quietly into the background, and saying instead, I am here. I am strong. I am more myself now than I have ever been. Whether you wear it sleek and smooth, tousled and playful, or somewhere in between, the side-banged pixie tells the world that you're not afraid of change. You welcome it. You're not clinging to who you used to be. You're celebrating the amazing woman you've become. The truth is, this isn't just a haircut. It's a declaration. And if you've been waiting for a sign to take that leap, to let go of old rules and embrace a bold, beautiful new chapter, this might just be it. Choosing a side-banged pixie isn't just about making a style change. It's about stepping fully into a season of boldness, one where you're no longer asking permission to take up space. A pixie cut represents freedom. Freedom from the old rules that said beauty had an expiration date, and freedom from styles that no longer feel like you. When you cut your hair into a pixie, you're doing more than revealing your face. You're revealing your spirit. You're showcasing the parts of you that are strong, adventurous, and completely alive. There's nothing to hide behind. There's no extra length to soften your edges. It's all you, and it's beautiful. One of the most empowering parts of embracing a pixie is the way it forces you to stand tall. There's a certain confidence that naturally comes when you can't simply disappear into your hairstyle. Every feature becomes part of the story. The curve of your jaw, the sparkle in your eyes, the smile lines you've earned over the years. A pixie doesn't erase any of it. It honors it. It celebrates it. And while some people might see cutting off their hair as losing something, women who choose a pixie know the real truth. You're not losing anything. You're gaining space. Space to be seen, to be heard, to move freely through the world without anything weighing you down. You don't choose a side-banged pixie because you want to hide. You choose it because you're ready to shine. You're ready to live boldly, to move with confidence, and to let your inner light be the first thing people notice about you. Not your hairstyle, not your clothes, but you. If you've been thinking about making a big change, about starting fresh, about showing up for yourself in a whole new way, Maybe this is the sign you've been waiting for, because when you wear a pixie, you're not just wearing a haircut, you're wearing your courage. Here's the truth. Your beauty was never meant to fade with time. It was meant to evolve, to deepen, to grow more powerful with every experience, every lesson, every year lived fully and unapologetically. The world might try to tell you otherwise. It might whisper that you should shrink, blend in, or settle for less just because you've reached a certain age. But you know better. You know that real beauty has nothing to do with the number on your driver's license and everything to do with how boldly you show up in your own life. The right haircut isn't about chasing youth. It's about owning your moment. It's about walking into every room and knowing that your presence is enough. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing a woman who has lived, loved, fought, lost, laughed, and is still just getting started. Whether you choose long layers that dance in the wind, a chic bob that frames your smile, a shag full of unstoppable energy, a sharp, structured cut that speaks volumes without a word, or a fearless pixie that lets your spirit lead. It's not just hair, it's a declaration, a reminder that you are here and you are still blazing your own trail. So today, if you take one thing with you, let it be this. Your reflection is not about who you used to be. It's about who you are becoming. And that woman in the mirror, she's powerful, she's radiant, and she's absolutely unstoppable. If you felt even a spark of inspiration today, I would be honored if you'd hit that like button, subscribe for more empowering ideas, and drop a comment below telling me which style spoke to your heart. Which look feels like the next chapter of your incredible story? Because no matter what you choose, remember, you are not fading, you are flourishing. And your best days? They're still ahead.